Hi children, welcome to our channel and our topic is motion in a straight line part 7. So here we are going to discuss about how to solve problems if number of accelerations are given. Till now we did problems regarding uniform motion and constant acceleration, and now throughout this journey, if for some part of journey some acceleration, for some other part of journey some other value of acceleration, and for some part of the journey if some deceleration is there, in such cases how to solve problems, let us check. A car accelerates from rest at a constant rate alpha for some time, after which it decelerates at a constant rate beta to come to rest. If total time lapse is t seconds, evaluate the maximum velocity reached. So first of all we should know what is actually happening there. See, a car is accelerating from rest, so it is starting from rest. What does it mean? Initial velocity u equal to 0 at some constant acceleration alpha. Okay, so, we are doing constant acceleration problems. We have not entered into non-uniform acceleration, for which it decelerates at a constant rate beta. So after accelerating for some time, it is undergoing deceleration, and the rate of acceleration and rate of deceleration, both of them are not same. Acceleration is alpha and deceleration is beta, and finally it is coming to rest. So what is final velocity? V equal to 0. So if a total time lapse is t seconds for the entire journey, the total time taken is t seconds, then he is asking us to evaluate the maximum velocity reached in this journey. So what are given quantities here? Alpha u equal to 0 is given, v equal to 0 is given, alpha is given, beta is given, total time t seconds is given. To find Vmax, we have to find Vmax. Vmax equal to how much? So it is very clear that answer must be in terms of given quantities. Here given quantities are alpha, beta and t. So we should get the maximum velocity in terms of given quantities only, right? So here, so given quantities we have taken to find what to be found. Okay, so next step is what? We have to draw the diagram here. So this is origin point. So how many parts of journey are there? Two parts are there here. So this is the point A, this is point B. So here u equal to 0. At this point v equal to 0. From O to A, let us suppose that from O to A it is accelerating with acceleration is alpha from O to A, and from A to B deceleration is beta. So here minus sign indicates that this is undergoing deceleration, right? So this is given, these all are given things here. And what else is given to us? Total time t is given to us. Total time t is given to us. What are the physical quantities? Kinematic physical quantities: displacement, velocity terms, acceleration and time. See here, displacements we have not considered. So let us consider this one as displacement from O to A is S1 and displacement from A to B is S2. Okay, displacements considered. What about velocities? Initial velocity at this point is known to us. Velocity at this point is known to us. So what is velocity at A here? We are asked to find maximum velocity. No, where will be maximum velocity? Here velocity is starting from 0 and velocity is increasing till it reaches point A. It increases. Okay, after A what is happening? Its velocity is decreasing because it is undergoing deceleration beta. So maximum value of velocity will be at A. Here it is Vmax. Okay, so velocity terms also we have taken given quantities, and we have marked here quantity to be found. And what about acceleration? For this part of journey acceleration is alpha, for this part of journey acceleration is beta. We have taken that one also. What about time here? Total time t is given to us. So here displacement S1, displacement S2, information is not given to us. We have just assumed them. What else? So let us take here, we know total time. Let us take time for this part of journey is t1 and time for this part of journey is t2. So accelerations are there here, as well as time is also marked. Everything is marked. So while solving problems in kinematics, make sure that all these things are covered in the given problem. So they help us in making equations, so which help us to solve the problem, right? So now given quantities we have taken which quantity to be found, we have taken this one. And I told you before, diagram is very important. You should, while solving problems in kinematics, you must draw this diagram here. So let us analyze this diagram here. So this is that there are two parts in the journey here. First part, initial velocity at this point, initial velocity, here it is 0, here velocity is Vmax, here velocity is 0. Time for this part of journey T1, time for this part of journey T2. Here displacement is S1, displacement S2. Acceleration alpha, deceleration minus beta. So total time is T seconds. See, the things which are marked in red color, all these are given quantities. Given quantities, for clarity I am marking with red color. So initial velocity u is 0, final velocity v is 0, given. Alpha and beta, this is minus beta, no? This is deceleration, and total time t is given to us. I am mentioning this one, quantity to be found in black color, and these quantities in blue color, they are assumed quantities, they are not important. We just use them just like curry leaf, and we remove them while solving problems. We should always take care that the given quantities and quantity to be found, they must be retained while solving the equations. Okay, right. See, it's very simple to solve this one. Now check, we have to find velocity at this position, no? Okay, let us consider this part of journey and let us make an equation. Let us check if that equation is sufficient or not. O to A part of journey. So this is O to A part, this is O, this is A. Here u is 0, here Vmax equal to how much? Acceleration is alpha, time is T1, displacement is S1. Okay, what are dominating terms here? So what are, I told you before, what are dominating terms? We have quantities to be found and quantities given, they are dominating terms. So what are dominating terms here? Velocity v, as well as what else? Acceleration is not crucial while choosing the equation. And another one is, we are having total time t is given to us, no? So let us take this one, time. Here velocity terms are there, we have to find velocity, and because total time t is given to us, let us consider and check if t is useful or not. So let us take this equation. So what is the dominant equation here? V equal to u plus at. Okay, for this part of journey we are applying this equation. So what is this final velocity? Vmax. So Vmax equal to, what is u here? 0, plus what is this one? A acceleration is alpha. What is time taken? T1. Okay, this implies this is one expression. Okay, let us take this is one expression. One, to find Vmax should have the value of time T1. Do you have the value of time T1? No. Then what can we do? Let us consider one more equation here. So here this is unknown quantity, this is unknown quantity, two variables are there. So this one equation is not sufficient for us. So let us try to make use of the other part of journey, that is A to B part of journey. Okay, for A to B part of journey, let us use this equation, V equal to u plus at, the same equation. What is V in this case? See, from A to B, B is final point, A is initial point. No, at initial point what is velocity? Vmax, that is here it is initial velocity. B is the final point, so this velocity is final velocity. So 0 equal to, what is u? Vmax, plus what is the acceleration? This is not acceleration, this is deceleration, minus beta into what is time taken here? T2. This implies Vmax equal to beta T2. This is second equation. What do you know? Total time is T. So T1 plus T2 equal to total time T. So let us try in that way. So from this equation, one implies what? T1 equal to Vmax by alpha. This is equation number 3. Let us suppose that. And this is 2 implies T2 equal to Vmax by beta. This is equation 4. Now, why we have taken these times here? Because we know T1 plus T2 equal to T. We should always eliminate these terms and we should bring the known term here. So Vmax by alpha plus Vmax by beta equal to t here. So this implies V max, let us take it common, 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta equal to t. This implies V max into L, let us take LCM alpha beta, this is alpha plus beta, this is equal to t. This implies V max equal to alpha beta by alpha plus beta into t. So we got V max. So how to solve the problems in kinematics? First we have to be aware of the given quantities. We should be aware of the quantity to be found. They play vital role. Okay, next draw the diagram, take the quantities well, consider one part of journey, another part of journey, and make relevant equations. See in what way we can solve the equations. So how simple it is. Okay.